And then basically, going back to proof of work very quickly, it is generally best for giving life to hard money cryptocurrencies. What I mean by that is if you print money out of thin air like what we're experiencing right now in the US, it's very hard to back it up with something other than we said so. At least when you exert energy, just like you would at work, you're providing some sort of value and some sort of contribution in order to get something back. That would be referred to as hard money, right? I'm not printing it out of thin air. I'm actually putting some work in to acquire it. So that's, in Bitcoin's case, that's what makes it the hardest money in the world, actually. But it doesn't have a lot of utility. Like we said, scaling is actually very hard to do in a traditional proof of work setting because smart contract functionality is not usually the priority. The priority is decentralization and security. In Bitcoin's case, and a lot of proof of work cases, scarcity is baked into it, which creates a deferred reward for early mining business owners if network is maintained secured and decentralized long enough. Due to many complexities of proof of work, labor and cheap energy allows for more diversification of actors and encourages a wider pool of miners to participate based on geographic advantages and unique accessibility, meaning if you had access to cheap electricity somewhere out of let's say New York, for example, or Massachusetts, where energy prices are really high for various reasons, right? If you were able to go to Kazakhstan and set up the same exact mining farm, well, your energy costs and your overhead is going to be lower, so you're able to profit more off of the mining than somebody in New York, upstate New York. So it allows you to monetize the energy, which is what you were saying before, without the need for cables and things of that nature. And proof of work is more time tested. It generally has less attack vectors and more research behind it than proof of stake. And then on top of that, it's easier just to bootstrap people overall in proof of work because as long as you're able to mine, which in Bitcoin's case is very difficult, but other proof of work cryptocurrency, if you're able to mine, you don't need anybody's permission to start gaining the coin. In proof of stake, somebody, some organization or some team has to kind of create the basis and distribute it out, kind of like an IPO or an ICO where you would have an initial offering of that stock. You know, I'll start at 20 cents and let everybody take on the economics from then on. It's very hard to be decentralized in a proof of work setting. Yeah, I think Cardano does the best job of that, but it still has its shortfalls because there's always this reliance on a central entity to make the rules, to improve it. You get all the software nerds to improve the blockchain, and it can be hard to give that power back to the people actually using it. Proof of work allows you to bootstrap just very easily. You get the coin, you don't need permission, and you can't be deemed a security if you do it properly.